Update 3, what will you be? Tell me! Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Mystery, dun, dun, suspense. Dun, 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 dun.
Thank you. I know, that's my, that's my Title Update 3 mystery song. I hope you've all had a great time. Haha, yes. Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a bit of a roundup on everything Title Update 3, because there has been a fair amount of reveals to do with it. Perhaps not as far as, the new monsters involved, and lurking behind that ever so tantalizing question mark.
What is it?
But I did address that in its own dedicated video recently that I implore you to watch, where I think using the power of science and logical deduction, I have identified what I think is by far and away the most likely monsters we will see. But for now, let's actually look at what is concrete iron fact. And by that I mean, we're going to do some more wild speculation. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing, where I'm going. I don't plan any of this. It's, it's better that way, right? Late November. Before Title Update 2 got its release date, it said late September. And as it turned out, 29th. Yeah, that's late September. But we know one thing about updates. They happen as Wednesday becomes Thursday. They happen at the same time event quests usually happen. So if we're looking at late November, and we need a Wednesday that becomes Thursday and is still November, well, it can't be the 30th. That's a Wednesday, but the Thursday is the 1st, which would make the release December, which isn't obviously November. I know, that is some shocking revelations here. This is why you watch this stuff. So, in my mind, Title Update 3 to both be late November and still technically be in November would have to be the 23rd, 24th? Potentially? Or it could just be completely random wildcard because Capcom can do what they like. But hey, I thought you might find that interesting. What else I thought you might find interesting then is really the meat and bone of what we're here for today. 5 juicy tidbits of information. Although the first juicy tidbit of information is a promise of juicy tidbits of information. Because it's November, and it's officially the month of Title Update 3, so stay tuned. So presumably soon we will get some sort of trailer reveal and actual tangibleness to get excited for, so that's very, very nice. It is, of course, within hours of me finishing this video for you guys that Dame Fiorane decided to announce that she's going to be holding a digital event for us as she self-realizes and becomes sentient. So that's a major thing to take note of, and a major thing that is on the way next week, the 16th. We're going to get all the juicy details that we don't already have about the title update. Worth keeping in mind, but now I will let you carry on with all the other goodness we already know. Ooh, why did I do a ghost noise? The rest of it then, well, one of the new features we're getting, which I'm sure you've probably heard of at this point, is a big improvement to the life of every Gunlands player, with the ability to use QoL crafting to make any single level 6 or 7 shelling Gunlands to a level 8 Gunlands. And that is so good for Gunlands players because it means they can go from, 3 options maybe to most of the weapons in the game. So yeah, definitely a weapon that needed this little tweak, and I'm glad it's got it. But then again, I know who is gladdest that they've got it.
The prophecy is true.
Oh yes, we are all happy for Rurikans everywhere. Alright, moving on then, we have one that I'm actually really, really happy about, and that is the ability to now, well, adjust the quest level of Anomaly Investigation. So if you have a level 100 hunt, you could decide to go on it at level 10 instead, and get the materials from level 10 instead of just level 100, which makes it so much better for farming the lower tier stuff if your investigation board is just full of high tier stuff because you've been grinding like mine is, so you actually don't get blocked by, ironically, the easier monsters and the easier to get materials because you just don't have access to a quest for them. That is really, really good to see, and a much needed little improvement to the already pretty damn good, honestly, investigation system. As we continue on then, we get ourselves a tweak to the follower system, or at least much more fine control over what they can and can't do. Because damn it,
They will obey us!
okay, not you, Lichika. You can do what you want. I'm sorry. Hey everyone, as part of Title Update 3, you will be able to adjust various settings for your followers, such as whether or not they perform wyvern riding when in the same or other areas as you, whether they set traps, and more. This is nice, because a lot of the time, you would have a follower disappear for about 5 minutes, and then come heroically charging in on the back of another monster, and while it's amusing and most of the time helpful, it's also nice to be able to just be like, no, I would like to choose when the wyvern rides happen. Now is a really random time to do it. So that's actually a really nice little change there, and Let's Follow a Quest feel that much more, well, normal hunty, but with the extra NPC damage in there. And the traps too is nice, and just generally having the control over this makes the system even better than it already was, and gives you that extra little bit of robustness. And there's actually quite a lot of options here as well, so that's really quite good. I do wonder if there's going to be a new sort of configuration that turns followers into like death-dealing machines. If you like disable every bit of utility, all they have left is doing damage, right? So perhaps the best thing to do is take the two most offensive followers, turn off everything other than hit the monster, and then just see what happens. I'm kind of curious now by that. In any case, then, we have another little bit of news. Hey everyone, as part of Title Update 3, we are adding a feature that will give you upgrade materials back in exchange for leftover upgrade points you have after upgrading your armor through Curious Crafting in the smithy. This is also just a really nice quality of life change that makes you go, why wasn't this always how it was? So now if you overkill it and you put too much in and you're going to waste some points, you get them back, and this feels so much better because it did feel really bad when you couldn't quite make it line up perfectly and you had to sort of throw away potential Curious Crafting rolls, and it's just nice to see these systems being addressed and updated. And I mean, it goes to show just how much Capcom listen. It's such a little change, right? No one would really care that much if it didn't happen. It's annoying, sure, but it's not exactly game ruining. It's fine, but it is a little bit, as I said, annoying, and it gets addressed, and fairly quickly at that. So all in all, I am really pleased to see this stuff. So yeah, Title Update 3 looks like it's going to really build on top of what Sunbreak already is, give us even more goodly delicious features, and of course the monsters too, when we finally get a look at them. Hopefully soonish, question mark, maybe, hopefully completely yes. In any case, this is certainly exciting time for monster hunters everywhere. Monster Hunter becoming Capcom's second most successful franchise, a new Monster Hunter mobile game that hopefully will work out wonderfully, our fingers crossed, and obviously the title update itself on the horizon. There's a lot of goodness happening in our future. For now then, let's, well, go. You can go now. That's the end of the video. Leave. No, I'm sorry. I shouldn't be. Come on. Okay. I'll do the thing. Like if you enjoyed this, everybody, subscribe, hit the bell for more. Consider supporting the future of the channel on Patreon down below. And until we meet again, a goodbye.
Josh, Cotton, and Hollow with the videos, dropping the humor like a hammer on your tippy toes, bringing entertainment on a daily arrangement to take our insanity and turn it into entertainment. Yes, I said entertainment twice, to reiterate that it is nice to look into your faces on a mostly daily basis when you let us in your homes to make the whole world a stage. Goodbye.